Start with a short meditation.
In this moment, I want you to just be aware. First, we can begin with just your bodily sensation, the awareness of the presence of this body. And the naturalness and simplicity of this awareness. It is just here. Neither doing nor undoing. The body can only be perceived because, first of all, awareness is here. And this awareness itself is what we are, actually. What we appear to be is the functioning of the body and mind and the sense of personality. This is also watched in the awareness. Whatever appears in the mind or body, or appears apparently external also to the body, all this is being perceived effortlessly in the awareness that is unmoving. You are naturally aware of this. But in this moment, it should be very clear for you. There isn't a functioning for awareness, but functioning of body and mind and all movements are taking place and are perceived in the awareness itself. You are here. You are not behind awareness or in front. You are the awareness itself. As pure awareness, you have no self-image. An image is only another phenomenon appearing in awareness and watched by your own self as awareness. Create no relationship to anything that appears or arises in you. Remain self-aware. The sense of coming and going is also a movement appearing in you, because your body, mind, thought, feelings, all these, they arise as movements in that unmoving awareness. Whatever appear, let it appear by itself. There is no need to follow or to analyze or interpret now. Let them come and go. Like this, nothing will trouble you. You are not that which comes and goes. No appearances can be you. They come and go. Appears, disappears. You are the witness of both the appearance and disappearance. But now, you are not concerned about these things. There is a presence, a silence, a stillness, which is here by itself. There is no doer of it, no creator of this stillness. It is simply here, in you, with you. It is the fragrance of your own self. There is nothing to do about this. It is naturally present, this fragrance of peace, spaciousness. It is the fragrance of your own being. You have no form of your own. You are the formless void. And beyond void, because if there is a void, yourself perceives it. Your own self, the pure awareness, is not perceived by another. It is self-aware. You are the witness of all names and forms. They appear in front of you. They report to your presence. You are the witness of time. Time does not witness you. Your senses, mind, emotion, all this arises in you naturally. You are naturally aware of them. But none of them stay. All comes and goes. Even the attention is watched by you. When I say it is watched by you, it is not in some personal way. The person itself is only idea. Watching of the idea of person also appears in you. You are the unborn. There is no date of birth for you. There is no date of end for you. You are like unbound space. There is neither death nor life for you. You are immaculate awareness. There is neither high nor low for you, neither inside or outside. All these appear through the mind. Mind itself is only ideas appearing in your own self. Let all things arise. Let them appear. Remain in your natural detachment. This is effortless for you. Remain without identity. Identity adds nothing to you of value, but limits your openness. there is a silence now. This silence is also present with you, indivisible. It's a subtle current of your joy, but there's no one behind it, no one to keep it or to lose it. Be aware of this. Knowing this, you will not be troubled. Remain in your own natural spaciousness. When I say remain, it means simply remain in your natural self-awareness. There is no one to do this. You are already this. Do not create any relationship with any object, any appearance. Also, do not create any relationship with the idea of even subject. Let object and subject appear. Keep no labels for yourself. Remain as you are. You are the unborn, the undying, the timeless. You were never born. What is born is this form and the name that came into being. And this coming into being appears in your own timeless, infinite self. You are pure awareness, beyond names and forms, beyond what comes and goes. All these appearances, they are watched effortlessly in yourself. If you remain without identifying with what appears, then your own timelessness will become self-evident for you. You are the witness of all appearances, all phenomena. You are the eyes that sees all. But this all-seeing eyes, they cannot be seen because it is itself formless. Ideas such as becoming yourself or knowing how to be, leave these ideas, and these ideas will leave you. They do not serve what you are. Do not tie yourself to any intention, nor to time. Don't anticipate to become something in the future. And your timeless, ever-present being will reveal itself more clearly. Remain like this. Om.
Chapter 52. Being happy, making happy is the rhythm of life. Questioner. I came from Europe a few months ago on one of my periodical visits to my guru near Calcutta. Now I am on my way back home. I was invited by a friend to meet you, and I am glad to come. I am glad I came. Maharaj, what did you learn from your guru, and what practice did you follow? Questioner. He is a venerable old man of about 80. Philosophically, he is a Vedantin, and the practice he teaches has much to do with rousing the unconscious energies of the mind and bringing the hidden obstacles and blockages into the conscious. My personal sadhana was related to my peculiar problem of early infancy and childhood. My mother could not give me the feeling of being secure and loved, which is so important to the child's normal development. She was a woman not fit to be a mother, ridden with anxieties and neuroses, unsure of herself. She felt me to be a responsibility and a burden beyond her capacity to bear. She never wanted me to be born. She did not want me to grow and develop. She wanted me back in her womb, unborn, non-existent. Any movement of life in me she resisted. Any attempt to go beyond the narrow circle of her habitual existence she fought fiercely. As a child, I was both sensitive and affectionate. I craved love above everything else, and love, the simple, instinctive love of a mother for her child, was denied me. The child's search for its mother became the leading motivation in my life, and I never grew out of it. A happy child, a happy childhood became an obsession with me. Pregnancy, birth, and infancy interested me passionately. I became an obstetrician of some renown and contributed to the development of the method of painless childbirth. A happy child of a happy mother, that was my ideal all my life. But my mother was always there, unhappy herself, unwilling and incapable of seeing me happy. It manifested itself in strange ways. Whenever I was unwell, she felt better. When I was in good shape, she was down again, cursing herself and me too. As if she never forgave me for my crime of having been born. She made me feel guilty for being alive. You live because you hate me. If you love me, die, was her constant, though silent, message. And so I spent my life being offered death instead of love. Imprisoned as I was in my mother, the perennial infant, I could not develop a meaningful relationship with a woman. The image of my mother would stand between, unforgiving, unforgiven. I sought solace in my work and found much, but I could not move from the pit of infancy. Finally, I turned to the spiritual search, and I have been on this line steadily for many years. But in a way, it is the same old search for mother's love. Call it God or Atma or Supreme Reality. Basically, I want to love and be loved. Unfortunately, so-called religious people are against life and are all for the mind. When faced with life's needs and urges, they begin by clarifying, abstracting, and conceptualizing, and then make the classification more important than life itself. They ask you to concentrate on and impersonate a concept instead of spontaneous integration through love. They recommend the deliberate and laborious concentration on a formula. Whether it is God or Atma, the me or the other, it comes to the same. Something to think about, not somebody to love. It is not theories and systems that I need. There are many equally attractive or plausible. I need a stirring of the heart, a renewal of life, not a new way of thinking. There are no new ways of thinking, but feelings can be very fresh, can be but feelings can be every fresh. When I love somebody, I meditate on him spontaneously and powerfully with warmth and vigor, which my mind cannot command. Words are good for shaping feelings. Words without feelings are like clothes with no body inside, cold and limp. This mother of mine, she drained me of all feelings. My sources have run dry. Can I find here the richness and abundance of emotions which I needed in such ample measure as a child? Maharaj, where is your childhood now? And what is your future? Questioner, I was born, I have grown, I shall die. Maharaj, you mean your body, of course, and your mind? I am not talking of your physiology and psychology. They are a part of nature and are governed by nature's laws. I am talking of your search for love. Had it a beginning? Will it have an end? Questioner, I really cannot say. It is there from the earliest to the last moment of my life, this yearning for love, how constant and how hopeless. Maharaj, in your search for love, what exactly are you searching for? Questioner, simply this, to love and be loved. Maharaj, you mean a woman? Questioner, not necessarily. A friend, a teacher, a guide, as long as the feeling is bright and clear. Of course, a woman is the usual answer, but it need not be the only one. Maharaj, of the two, what would you prefer? To love or to be loved? Questioner, I would rather have both, but I can see that to love is greater, nobler, deeper. To be loved is sweet, but it does not make one grow. Maharaj, Can you love on your own, or must you be made to love? Questioner. One must meet somebody lovable, of course. My mother was not my mother was not only not loving, she was also not lovable. Maharaj. What makes a person lovable? Is it not the being loved? For you love, and then you look for reasons. What makes a person lovable? Is it not the being loved? For you love, and then you look for reasons. Questioner. It can be the other way around. You love what makes you happy. Maharaj. But what makes you happy? Questioner. There is no rule about it. The entire subject is highly individual and unpredictable. Maharaj. Right. Whichever way you put it, unless you love, there is no happiness. But does love always make you happy? Is not the association of love with happiness a rather early infantile stage? When the beloved suffers, don't you suffer too? And do you cease to love because you suffer? Must love and happiness come and go together? Is love merely the expectation of pleasure? Questioner. Of course not. There can be much suffering in love. Maharaj. Then what is love? Is it not a state of being rather than a state of mind? Must you know that you love in order to love? Must you know that you love in order to love? Did you not love your mother unknowingly? Your craving for her love, for an opportunity to love her, is it not the movement of love? Is not love as much a part of your consciousness of being? Is not love as much a part of you as consciousness of being? Is not love as much a part of you as consciousness of being? You sought the love of your mother because you loved her. Questioner. But she would not let me. Huh. Maharaj. She could not stop you. Questioner. Then why was I unhappy all my life? Maharaj. Because you did not go down to the very roots of your being. It is your complete ignorance of yourself that covered up your love and happiness and made you seek for what you have never lost. Love is will, the will to share your happiness with all. Being happy, making happy. This is the rhythm of love. The questioner asks, then why was I unhappy all my life? And Maharaj says, because you did not go down to the very roots of your being. It is your complete ignorance of yourself that covered up your love and happiness and made you seek for what you have never lost. Love is will, the will to share your happiness with all. Being happy, making happy. This is the rhythm of love. I have a song.
You want to come and sing a song? Okay.
Ramadasa Sase Soham 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 Om Sri Sadguru Mujiji Ki Jai. Sri Sadguru Nantaji Ki Jai.